Knocking on the door of 4-0. Laverne will kick off to Lebanon. And the second half is underway with a high pop fly kick. It goes on the 19-yard line to Maynard. He cuts it. He goes across mid. He's out near midfield. And he gets that thing out to the 49 as they put Matthew Maynard over here on the sideline on the numbers. A 30-yard return, our best starting field position in perhaps 2 games, Bob Lee.
Well, you know, first against Gallatin, they kicked everything out of the end zone. You know, Smyrna's directional kicking, and there wasn't much chance for any other kicks in the other game. But, you know, we talked about it at the half. They need to do a job of getting somebody down where they're kicking that ball to get a return out of it.
Ball at the 50. Lebanon has been in the 2 tight end offense most of the night. The give is to the fullback right up the middle, and that is Maynard, who struggles and gets it out near the Laverne 45. Gain of about 5, exactly 5 on that play as Lebanon goes right up the gut with the fullback. We're tied at 7 early in the second half. Salas sets his team looking at a second and 5. The give is to the tailback. Hastings, as he goes over the right side for first down yardage. Picks up about 7 or 8. Struggling, twisting, and turning before he's finally brought down. A counter play as the tailback takes a counter step left, takes the ball from Salas going off right tackle behind the block of Mofield, and they pull the backside guard.
2 straight plays, good positive yardage, Tommy. The first series of downs in that third and the beginning of the second half is always so crucial and so important. And Lebanon being able to get the advantage in field position right now.
The ball is spotted at the Laverne 37, first and 10 Lebanon. Salas gives it to Hastings, and he tries the right side. He breaks initial contact and gets more positive yards. He's finally brought down shy of the 30, call it about the 32. 5 yards at least on that play. Hastings working off that right side.
DeMarco doing a good job, Tommy, of hitting it up in there. Now, he took some shots in the first half, and we were kind of talking about that. He gets his head up a little bit more and sees that crease. He's got a little room to move, and he's showing a good job right there finding it.
2nd and 4 at the 32. Salas gives it to Hastings off the left side. He breaks another good one, and he goes down. He's brought down at about the 17 on a tackle as he is just roped around his ankles. A gain of 15 on that play. Kramer Tuggle with a nice block at the point of attack at that right guard spot. Big Walker at the left guard, and Lebanon just rooting Laverne out of there. 1st and 10 at the 16. The clock runs with 10 minutes to go in the third. Salas sets his team, and he changes the play. Under center. Gives it to the fullback on the trap play right up the middle. And Maynard almost broke it. They pull the left guard. That was Tuggle. And he almost broke that, Bob.
They're marching the ball down the field right now, Tommy. They've seen something. They've had a good talk to them at the halftime, I believe, because they're blowing some people off the ball right now.
I tell you something, Bobby Brown and this coaching staff, very good at halftime adjustments. 2nd and 6 after the gain of 4 by Maynard. The ball's at the 12. 2 tight ends. Salas gives it to the tailback. Hastings, he darts, he dances, and he gets it inside the 5.
And, Tommy, the thing about it, they're sending their linebackers every play. The linebacker blitz is coming in. They're selling out the pass. They're going to stop the run, and we're still hitting it up in there.
Well, if you can break that initial line of scrimmage, you've got something. And Lebanon's doing a good job of putting a helmet on a helmet, matching up inside and getting stalemates. And that's all these backs need, stalemates. 1st and 4, 1st and goal at the 4. 2 tight ends. Salas gives it to the tailback, Hastings. Buries himself at the bottom of a pile.
Hastings on the carry.
And he picks up perhaps 2.
Brought down by Ukwu and Crocker.
Ukwu on the tackle. Kramer Tuggle gets up off the bottom of the pile. Lebanon working on that right side. Mofield, Tuggle, Blankenship to center. 8:35 to go in the first half.
Good long drive, taking time off the clock and keeping Laverne's offense off the field.
Two tights. High backfield. Flanker left. Salas on a quarterback sneak.
That's in.
Touchdown, Big Blue. Salas behind Blankenship, behind Walker, goes off left guard, and Lebanon marches 50 yards on the touchdown play, on the touchdown drive, and with 8:20 to go in the third, Lebanon goes up 13-7. Moda will attempt the PAT. Hutto will snap it to Salas. The pad goes down at the 10. Moda, right-footed, soccer-style kicker. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is perfect. So with 8:20 to go in the third, Lebanon goes on top of Laverne, 14-7. We'll take a 30-second break. This is the Blue Devil Football Network. Standing on the far hash for the Wolverines is Patton. On the near hash, Hodges. Maynard approaches, kicks it end over end, goes to Patton on the 15. He works it toward his own sideline, is met by Sampson and Cross. Sampson and Cross bring him down at about the 30, call it the 29-yard line. 8:14 to go in the third. Lebanon has taken a 7-point lead at 14-7.
Defensive stop would be big right here. Defensive stop would be huge. Picture perfect drive to come out for second half, moving the ball down the field like that and setting the tone. Defensive stop would be huge.
Gammon, Carruthers, Dillon, Cannon, your front four for the Blue Devils. Laverne sends a man in motion. That's Patton. They fake it. They give it inside to Tillery, and he goes down. Down. He perhaps got 1 yard. They fake the rocket sweep. They brought Patton in motion. They faked it to him. They gave it back to Tillery coming to the near side, and he got nothing.
Reeves and Carruthers both converging on the play and stopping him just dead cold at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard.
Great work by Lebanon's front seven. Laverne. Crocker is your quarterback. 2nd and 10 at the 29. Crocker rolls left, throws long. He's got a man and knocked away. What a recovery. Outstanding recovery by Matthew Maynard. Crocker had it in his, the receiver had it in his hands. That was Patton, and Maynard came in and stole it from him.
Great play by Matthew Maynard. The ball, you thought he had him. He was deep. He was beat deep. And right when the ball gets there, Maynard doing a great job of getting that arm in there, busting it loose, making a big play.
And that's just playing with hustle and desire right there.
Not giving up on the play.
7:33 to go in the third. 3rd and 10. Laverne's got it at their own 29. 3 receivers bunched to the right, solo receiver to the left. Crocker rolls right, looks back left on the screen, and there's Blue Devils everywhere. Gray goes nowhere. Picks up about 2 or 3, and he's frustrated. He is frustrated. Lebanon smelled out the Miami screen. The short pass to Gray had 3 blue helmets around him, and now retreating into punt formation for the Wolverines will be Williams. Fairchild deep to return for Lebanon. High snap. Williams gets it away, and it's not very good. A wobbler, and it hits out of bounds. Not much on that kick. They walk the official back, and the ball will be spotted. Lebanon will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 47 after the 21-yard shank.
That was, it looked like duck season, Tommy. It looked like a lame duck coming through there. Hit it off the side of his foot. That's why it's hard, that rugby-style kick. You know, it keeps you at home on defense, and you got to beware of the fake, but it's hard to be a consistent punter when you punt like that.
Williams took 2 steps running to his right and then kicked it dead out of bounds. Lebanon's got it 1st and 10 at their own 47, 6:56 to play in the third. Lebanon up 14-7 over Laverne. They give it to the tailback as he goes right up the middle. He's across midfield down to about the 47-yard line of Laverne. Carrying the mail, DeMarco Hastings. Terry, what about DeMarco on the night?
Tommy, 17 carries, 85 yards tonight for Hastings, 5.0 yards per carry. Anthony Williams. Anthony Williams, defensive back for Laverne, comes off. It looks like he's got a shoulder stinger. 2nd and 4 after the gain of 6. The give again is to Hastings off the right side, and he breaks it, peels it back to the left. He's across the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and he's got it down within the shadow of the goal line. Hastings, running like he was shot out of a cannon, has got it down to about the 2-yard line.
Woo, Tommy! Cut through the center of the line and squirt through there like a bar of soap. He was off to the races.
45 yards from scrimmage on the little counter play. Hastings takes a step right, comes back to his left, and burns Laverne for 45 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. Salas sets his team, tries to sneak on the right side, and gets very little movement off that Laverne front. No gain. No gain. Lebanon leaves the offense on the field. They go tackle over on the right side. Extra lineman on the right side, Keenan Dian Mofield. Wing right. Give it to Hastings. Tries the right side. Yes. Touchdown, Big Blue. With 5:38 to go in the 3rd, and Lebanon has again hit them with a touchdown.
Huge tone that the Blue Devils have set coming out in this second half, Tommy. When you march it down there, then you stop, then you come back with another drive. That's a big statement coming into this second half.
Everything on the ground.
Yes, sir.
No passes.
Running it right down their throat.
Alex Hutto will snap it to Salas. Perfect snap, perfect spot. The kick is up. It is true as Diego Mota makes it 21-7. Blue Devils will be back after this 30-second break. This is the Blue Devil Football Network.
Back as the Blue Devils take advantage of the short field after the 21-yard punt. The Blue Devils go 53 yards in only 4 plays. The big play, of course, DeMarco Hastings, 45-yard run, Lebanon's longest run of the season. 45-yard run down to the 2. Hastings ran it in from there. Mota kicked the PAT. We've got 5:38 left in the 3rd. Lebanon 21, Laverne 7.
Maynard kicks it high. Arching kick that goes on the 10 to Patton. Patton comes to the near sideline. He is met again by 3 Blue Devil defenders. Quick coverage. Sampson, Hutto, Ty Cross. Kapliner was there as well. Lebanon scrambling to get people down there on those quick Wolverine return men. And the Wolverines, they like balance in their offense, Bob Lee, but they're down 2 scores now.
Well, it's just like a seesaw right now, and they're stuck up in there because it's it's not real balanced right now as far as the score and the way the flow of this game's going.
Crocker at quarterback takes the snap and he rolls to the left. He throws the ball out here on the side, and he's met and knocked down. On the reception was Gardner, and dragging him down on that play was Kapliner. Kapliner, not the fastest guy on that football field by any stretch, Bob, but he is a hustler.
He got his paws around his once he made the hit, of course, he got his paws around those legs and held on for dear life, and he had help come back from the middle. Score
from Pirtle Field in Lebanon. Friendship leads Watertown 10-0, 3:18 to go in the 3rd. Here at Laverne's Freedom Field, Lebanon on top of the Wolverines 21-7.